another episode of Get Inspired, Stay Inspired. This is my inspirational series that I started a few weeks ago, and hopefully you've been joining me on this amazing journey. And if you are, I'm really glad you're back because as I said, I've made a definite decision to try and bring out at least one episode a week, so I'm still on course for doing that, I hope. It's not necessarily that I don't record them, I do record them, but it's getting them up and putting the intro and outro bit on, you know, that's what takes up a bit of time. But over and above that, I've been really enjoying sharing my work with you in the hope that I can inspire you and motivate you and empower you to, you know, get through your day, get through your week, get through the months ahead. And this is my aim and my purpose. So it's great to be doing this and helping you guys, because as I've said, helping you helps me, and sharing what I have with you also, it kind of brings back what you have to share with me. So there we go, that's a really lovely balance, the type of balance I enjoy and aspire to. So okay, hope you've been enjoying the series. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe, because at the end of the day, the more the merrier. And definitely at the end of this video, if you've liked any of the other videos or blogs that I've done, don't forget to stick a thumbs up for me, and that will get the channel noticed and we can grow. And as I said the other day, if we can grow, I'll definitely be happy to do some live streams and things like that. So I'm really excited about all of that. And it's been an amazing week. And I hope you've had an amazing week. I know sometimes the week doesn't go all that well and, you know, it doesn't pan out how you think it will, but that's the purpose of this episode, or all the various episodes that I've done. If you haven't watched any of them, don't forget to go back, watch as many as you can, and then catch up with us in this particular episode. I can't remember what number it is, but you know, we've done a few, and we're quite ahead of you if you haven't watched the others. But yeah, when you come back, or if you're back, if you've been away for a bit and you're back, it's wonderful to be here again and to be chatting with you, almost like it's one-on-one. And yeah, that's the way I like things, and I can't wait when we get to a level where I can do some live streams and chat with you more kind of one-on-one, so to speak. But yeah, it's good you're here. And yeah, no matter what you're going through, you know, you've got to stay strong, stay positive, stay motivated. And you know, what I do is going to hopefully help you to keep your empowerment going regardless of what you're facing. And I don't know, but it's strange. It's like sometimes I think, wouldn't it be an amazing world if there was no adversity, or there was nothing challenging that we had to overcome? But I've realized that, yeah, it is part of life, and the challenges we face and the things we go through, although we don't like them, no, we don't like them at all. And we often ask ourselves, why? You know, why are we having to go through this? Why am I having to go through this particular situation or circumstance? Or why is it that I'm experiencing this particular thing during my lifetime at this particular stage in my life? Or why has this person let me down? Or why have these people let me down? And I'm now in a situation where things are really difficult, and so on and so forth. So you're going to be asking those types of questions all the time. And we're going to be going through those types of incidents and situations on an ongoing basis. It just never ends. I wish it would end. You know, all the hardship or all the difficulties, you think, can't it just come to an end, please? You know, can't I just be at a place in my life where there's nothing gonna come in the way or step in the way or get in my way. But yeah, that's it, and it doesn't matter, because even if some people say have a lot of wealth, they're still going to face challenges. It might be on a bigger scale to what you or I may be going through, but they still face challenges. Sometimes even their challenges are greater. So we can't equate whether the challenges we're going to face are due to the fact whether, we're financially better off or not. Sometimes it's nothing to do with that. Sometimes it's facing challenges that are beyond monetary terms. So in a way, whatever we go through, no matter who you are, where you are, people are going to be going through those things in their own way, depending on what's going on in their life and what they're experiencing and what they're facing. But that's just life, and no matter how much we want it to change, it's not going to change, because at the end of the day, we're living this journey, and the journey that we're living and the journey that we're making has some form of purpose. And the greater the purpose, I can tell you, most likely the greater the challenges that you're going to face. And that's just the way it is. We can sometimes say, why us? Oh my gosh, it shouldn't be like this. I don't understand why it's always me. And it can become a perpetual thing. But what we have to do, or what we have to see as a way of progressing, as a way of getting through things, as a way of, going beyond where we are now, that what we have to see is, how are we coping with it? What is it teaching us? What are we learning along the way? Is that going to make me a better person, or is it going to make me a worse person? These are the things that you want to really and truly think about. And on a soulful level, your soul will always be gathering information and supporting you and guiding you, like I've said previously, but it'll also be gathering information about how the external is affecting you, and always finding ways to balance that out and to help support you through these difficult times, even though you may not notice or care. It's always there. So another thing we'll sort of talk about today is tuning into that, and also coping with the physical adversity or the physical challenges that are going on in life. So this piece today that I've chosen, I've called it I Evolve. And for those of you who are new, the link will be in the description, and it's taken from the inspirational photo quotes for the soul. I think this is book 2, but yeah, I'll definitely, if you have got one and you haven't seen what I'm talking about, don't worry, I'll bring out another one. I will upload it soon, or it might already be up by now. It depends. I'm only human, and I try to, make everything run smoothly. But yeah, hopefully it should be up. But if not, don't worry, it will be up soon. And check out some episodes, and you should see it in the description in some way. But yes, it will be there, so you can kind of follow along with me if you want. But if you don't have it, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to read out the one that I like anyway, or the one that I want to share with you today. And so I'm jogging the table there, and the camera's wobbling about. But yeah, if you can't get the download, don't worry. Just listen to what I'm saying, and you can catch up with it soon or later for sure. So yeah, this one I've chosen is I Evolve, and it says, it's a very simple one. It's not really an affirmation. This is a kind of a, not necessarily a kick you up the butt one, but it's more of a kind of, this, you need to know, you need to think about this, you need to get your head around this and think about the importance of whatever it is you're going through, okay? So it says, through adversity, I evolve into more than I ever thought I could be. So that's a kind of a deep one. So I'm going to read it again. Through adversity, I evolve into more than I ever thought I could be. So you may be thinking, how can I evolve into more than I ever thought I could be? And that's true in the sense that if you're thinking of things from a mind-based level or a mindset, it's kind of saying that, you know, you can't evolve further than the person you are now if you don't think it or believe it, or you've never kind of perceived it in that way. And on a soulful level, it's basically saying that, you know, whatever adversity you are going through, that adversity is coming up in your life for a reason, because without it, you are not going to evolve into the person you are destined to be. Now, there's two, you know, you're going to have to share with me your comments on what you feel you're more tipped to. The one about, you know, can you perceive yourself from a mind-based level? And if not, you know, are there limitations about what you think? And can you go beyond that? Or from a soulful level, that the fact that through adversity, you are going to evolve into more than you ever thought you could be. So another thing I feel that this is saying is that we are also limited by our thoughts, and we are limited by what we perceive we can do and achieve. And that is true to many of us, you know, and I'm the same. You have in your mind a vision of where you can go and what you can do and what you can achieve, okay? And by all means, those limitations that you put on yourself are literally about as far as you can go in your life, because that's all you see, that's all you perceive. But I feel with this passage, it's kind of stretching us on maybe a mind-based level and a soulful level to kind of say a couple of things. One is that we are limited by what we perceive for ourselves and what we expect to happen in our lives, but there is also more that we can go forward and do. There's always more that we can achieve, and more that we can think about in terms of ourselves and be more. Do you know what I mean? Like, you may see yourself in a certain way, but what this passage is saying is you can evolve into more than you ever thought you could be. That's really powerful. I don't know, like, as I said, I've read this loads of times, but I haven't seen it except now in that kind of very, very empowering way. But it is saying basically that we can evolve into more than we ever thought we could be. So whatever I'll come to the adversity bit, but wherever you are in your life and whatever you think you can be, on a soulful level, the soul is seeing things that you can evolve to be even more than what your mind limits you to. You can evolve to be greater than what you perceive you can be, or your mind limits you to being. So I think on the soulful level, that's what this passage is saying. And I love that, because definitely we do have our own limitations in what we perceive. So it's nice to know that on a soulful level, your soul is seeing you being more than that, being more than what the mind has created for you, or the mind has limited for you in your presence and being. So that's a powerful one. And on a mindset level, you can say, well, I have an idea of who I can be, okay, but the passage is saying that you can also be more with your thought, with your mind, with your vision of what you see yourself doing or achieving or becoming in your life. So those are two powerful aspects that I think the passage draws on, that I would encourage you to kind of reflect on. I don't know if you have the time to reflect on it, you know, today or tomorrow or throughout your day. It doesn't matter when, but just think about some things like, am I limiting myself? Can I be a lot better, or can I grow a lot more than I think I can? It's kind of stretching the boundaries on both a thought-based level and also a soulful level. But now let's have a little look at adversity, because it's also saying that, you know, through adversity, it's like, I'll tell you what I feel it's saying. Through adversity, though, like you and me now, we can reflect on this and say, yeah, from a mindful level, okay, from a soulful level. But what I think this passage is also saying is, through adversity, this is going to happen anyway, whether you like it or not. This is going to push you to evolve into becoming more than you ever thought you could be. That is with adversity. When it's left to us, we have a choice. We can say, yeah, that's true. I could be, you know, thinking less than I should, or I could be kind of pigeonholing myself to be something that I feel I can, but then there's actually so much more I can achieve or do or become. So that on that basis we can say, yeah, okay, we can think about that. But I feel what this passage is also saying is, however, through adversity we ain't got a choice. We are going to be pushed into evolving, whether we wanted to or not, because what does adversity do? It pushes us to our limits, because we're trying to resolve the situation or the circumstance. You know, we might be faced with a challenge that we have to step up and do something or become someone that we kind of didn't realize we could be, or, you know, we didn't think we could fill those boots or fill those shoes. You know, you may find that through any type of adversity, you may have to step in and be a guardian, or you may have to, you know, be a surrogate sister or brother, or, you know, one parent may no longer be around and you have to step in and be there for the rest of the family. Basically, through adversity, we don't have a choice in the matter, in that regardless of what we perceive, adversity on its own in our life, whether we like it or not, is going to push us to a level where we are going to evolve, no matter which way we view things, or no matter how we think, no, we're not going to go there. But adversity is going to push you there. It's going to make you go there. Not because you want it, but because it has become a part of your circumstance. It's become a part of your situation. It's become part of what you are being forced to handle, to deal with, to take care of, to manage. Somehow there's no getting around it when it comes to adversity. And this is where it's going to be important for you to keep that soulful balance with the mind, with the heart and soul, so that whatever the adversity is and whatever evolution you need to make in your life or whatever evolution you need to partake of as part of your life's journey, that both those things, okay, don't forget the inner you, all those things, okay, are going to be key in partnering up to support you during great times of adversity, where you are going to have to evolve, whether you like it or not. That's just the way it is. And you will need to be strengthened during times of adversity. It's so easy to crumble, and we all have crumbled when we face great adversity. None of us will be immune to what adversity is going to bring to our doorstep. None of us are going to be able to circumvent the inevitability of a challenge that you never asked for, but it just landed on your doorstep, and it's there, and you've got to deal with it, and you've got to do something about it, and you've got to step up. And you might even believe that you don't have the resources, you don't have the capability. You might feel as if, I'm going to be done for if I have to deal with this, or how am I ever going to deal with this situation? How am I ever going to deal with this circumstance that I find myself in? It's like trying to climb a huge mountain, and you're going to think, how am I ever going to get to the top? You know, what is it going to take for me to not just overcome this, but maybe rise above it? And I feel what the passage is saying is that it's going to take serious evolution within you, serious evolution within yourself as an individual, both on a mindset level and on an inner level and on a soulful level. And all those three things are kind of going to be your unity. And when I say unity, because I've spoken before about partnership, and remember I mentioned in previous episodes that I was rewriting the Soul Whisperer and I was putting diagrams in. This would be a perfect moment to put a diagram, because that partnership that I spoke of before, do you remember I said, you know, it's like you, the soul, you, the mind, and then back to you, because I mentioned about how we communicate with the soul, okay? And then I said it's like a partnership, and there's kind of a flow of knowledge and information. Well, once everything is flowing, in other words, you've done that internal work, things are flowing well for you. Once you've got that flow, that balance going on, all those things create what we call unity. And it's in my book, I talk a lot about unity, but this is what I mean when I say unity. It's that strength that you have between your inner you, your higher self, or your inner self, your soul, the knowledge you can get from your soul, and the knowledge you can share with your mind, and then the answers that you receive and the solutions that will come through to you as part of that balance. And that kind of sharing of information, I delve deeper into it and stuff, and you know, I keep things light now, but we will get into some more deeper stuff in the episodes ahead. But for now, that kind of balance creates unity, and unity creates strength for you to overcome everything that you are facing. Because guess what? You remember I said, as an analogy, it's almost as if you have to climb a mountain. Well, when you have to climb a mountain, you are going to need tools to do so. You're going to take one step and one step, and then they bang something in and they put the rope there and they have another tool to take the next step, and then it's like that. You are going to need tools and resources. And what did I say in the previous episodes? Your soul comes equipped with all the tools you need, okay, to get through life's adversity, hurdles of life, that said. Remember that episode? To get through the hurdles of life, or whatever your challenge, whatever your adversity, yes, the soul has the tools. I also talk about it having a map, but that will be for another time. But for now, let's just work with the tools, okay? Your soul has the tools to provide you, to gift you, if you tap into it. And when it gives up those tools, you are going to be climbing. You're going to be making progress. You're going to find a way. Oh no, I'm not going to go up that way, up the mountain. I'm going to go up this way, because my intuition tells me that if I do this, things are going to work out the best for me, or things are going to work out better for me. And it's that toolkit, that unity, that balance that is going to be the changing point of everything that you are going through or experiencing. And it's going to be the support system you're going to need to evolve. And as you evolve as a person, like I can say, I am evolving just by doing this series. You are evolving just by watching it. Hey, we are evolving together as part of this journey. Remember I always say, thanks for being on the journey. You may be thinking, what's she talking about, a journey? What kind of journey is she talking about? It's this journey, this soulful journey, this people evolution journey. Yeah, we're evolving, and I'm evolving as part of this process, and I'm entrusting that what I'm sharing is helping you to evolve as part of this process. So we're strengthened, we're going forward, we're evolving, and I've given you the empowerment to understand where this evolution can come from, how it can be supported on a soulful level, how it can be used to tackle whatever adversity lays in front of you, and whatever challenge you need to overcome. Don't forget that balance of communication between you and your soul and you and your mind is ongoing, and the more you tap into it, the more or less you're able to overcome whatever it is you're facing. The better that balance, the stronger the unity, and you will be tapping in through that unity that you now have, or you've built up with your soul, because it never existed before. I never knew it existed, but I'm telling you, it exists. If you can tap into that, then you're strengthened. You remember I said you double up on strength, you double up on everything. Yeah, you're doubling up. You're doubling up to overcome whatever it is you're going to face. And that support, that information, those tools, those little bits of knowledge that are going to take you from A to B and over your challenge or over your adversity, they're already there waiting to be gifted to you. All you got to do is tap into them. And it's so important that you learn how to do that, and that you learn that even if you start accepting on a soulful level that I understand now, I've kind of been, it's just me and my mind, and I want to include my soul in things, you just ask, you just acknowledge, you just say, I'm open to listening, I'm open to receiving. allow the answers to come to me. And, you know, if you read any of my stuff, it's just full of passages that, you know, that are going to help you ask or help you affirm or help you kind of unlock that locked door to the soul. You're going to unlock it. And the more we go on, I'm definitely going to be showing you more and more and more about how to do that. But I'm going over my time and I've got to stop for now. But I hope you enjoyed that episode. I loved it. I love it when I can, you know, get into things deeply. And yeah, it's been a great one. I like that one. Through adversity, I evolve into more than I ever thought I could be. So don't shun away from adversity. Not that you want to invite it into your life, but you're going to be prepared. You're going to be ready. You're going to know how to tackle it now from a soulful level and from a mindful level. Because remember, whatever your soul tells you, if you tell your mind that knowledge and information, it will obey and act immediately. And it will help you in the physical aspect of your life overcome whatever it is you're facing. Okay, well, there's more to come. And yeah, thanks masses for being here with me today for this particular episode. Yeah, if you like what I said, don't forget, you can share it with someone. Let them kind of learn more about what I'm saying, help them to help themselves. And, you know, we're helping each other. So on that level, that's very, very exciting. And I hope I can do more when we get into live streams, of course. And don't forget to stick a thumbs up if you like this episode. It really does help get the channel noticed. And yeah, let's keep building on this. Let's keep growing and evolving. That's a great word, isn't it? Evolving. Let's keep evolving throughout the episodes as we go along. Also, if you like my work, don't forget you can become a patron. And if you want to become a patron, check out my Patreon page and join me as a patron. If you do, I'll be overjoyed because it will help me to give more of myself to you and for you to receive more from me. Of course, can't wait to be doing this full time when I can dedicate absolutely every single day to sharing this knowledge and information that's come through from my channeled writings. So there we go. Well, you have an amazing day, yeah? And stay positive. Be ready for your adversity. Don't worry about it. Don't let it defeat you, okay? Because you're getting to know what the tools and knowledge and information you're going to need to overcome it, okay? So stay positive, stay strong, and have a wonderful, wonderful week. Love and light, and I'll catch up with you in the next episode. Don't forget to look out for it, okay? Take care. See you soon. Bye.